Energy Commission, PURC, Power Sector Agency, and Yomushia, Yanyomo, Education Como, Nayasha, Omudia, Apia, the term, and Afia, Yumi, and Yomudia, efficient, and Muna, Minister, or another figure. Now, your kind, Minia, and Quetro, the very woman, and I train the Evercasa way and use power. People for India. And the use power, and say, Ocean India. And what I could hear, oh, the beer, yesterday, on my over Shanana, or more Kanya, with some economy, no, not our minor, upon into my partner. And yesterday, no, and I said to say, and he said, wow, my power panel for the ashes in the Singapore maybe. So the Yasha, my power seminal, and Kanya also Menku, who owns their own country, so I catch a pa. And next, Minister Kind, support of, as I'm saying, okay, Afa, Yasha, this is of the critical sector. Critical sector, now, or Pachre, this is Ayarisabia. Who said, who being here, Somono, the SMCO, and Okan Hossam. And correct, the son said, Sabiano one, Cassining, and you Okan to the theatre, and they are moving here, says the SMCO. But apart from that, overshare na energy companies, if I say industry, or use power. Now, use power, that's what you are. One chair better than anything, power sector no economy na ma also akoso fuanya kanya no abenya internet your course no me support the minister kai no because very expensive the top fan no e dey generate power na fan no you get $1.1 billion da you get 1.1 billion cedi sorry 1.1 billion cedi for a month and yet get that for nti na wo be here say or how yeah, what's that sector? Na see a chef. Na it's 20 na yakuye no me boa o man.
Okay, but alright, yan hwe we answer na yato yan komo twetwen so baby ti say baby aso ne ne ya adwen say asoya hodo no e say anyina mankane on be use no yi sabia baby bia e operation ne ade theater ne ade ne friwa so mutua obi so be say I say o man yatena ho ache yete na so behwe na atena ho adu ba bie na ekaba na ya amne ya na hwihwin yakọ ese akotwitwi binkanem airport for the kaya kotwam banken hyehyɛ be yese bia di mita be ma o ma wankoto angusu a untumi nya ho adwuma no ya na ate aka kekem ai se adwuma no ye kan so yenye
no kwapa na hoka eno die no ana waka no enti minister kan waka no so di osi eye oyo ene die the airport you try can yama airport so mu yadwuma sika so mu saka biaro ibi so mu saka ntia na airport you su kania on be so bitia if you try airport can yama if you say ehunhia na CEO no airport no afre CEO or ECG and MD or ECG say on crop na twa kania mu no na ka chom say ai e ka me di IPPs ne e ka me di me come here say Ghana hano company wadika wo bia pa ni isi enti na no sa na airport company si wo na ko transfer no my payment plan say every month you have to make sure say ni e politics e free say ebia politics in dia na nu gas ye aban na wo so no na nim be gas si e twa airport for kan ye muti there be the CEO akwato ye the board ya say ye board wo in the enter board no hwe say e ka bia e wo ho no e so mutibitia enti say minister na kan no so obetimi ati so dia and on the way to go and yes adia minu me ka kira o say e ka de bia ka say power sector ka da ho legacy debt way debt enti mintia e be da ho be tiri e ko e be du ba bi kra no power sector to make sure this year no plant be because me bobodia IPPs no that's the power plant no debre a asai so mo hwe no mu ye ho adwuma enu kra okabo maita almost about 700 megawatts which chema power plant as it am no kasa about 700 megawatts free system ni enka production level I cost to na say ye sika e be na set plant yetini opportunity to good use na yetnya continuous flow of power.
Ọ̀rọ̀ sáré na me bisa se swafo no metie no ka ba bi se omo hwe kwan a World Bank bebo ana yenye meter kwan a eno wa nkoto angusu de na je se enye obi na ekumantwi mra hye bedwa no energy committee no kwan be na mofa so abo ana akwakoye ntem sanse akwakoye se ben ya na ya ni hwehwe ye hoto kakra na eja to kwan be na mofa so abo ana sa ne omei yetumi ate afri won ntem yenye meters ama a prepaid enya ama sa asoye ne ade omobo man ne ka ne ade no na aye ntem
enu bi ne dia make sure sisi am no ka say ye wo ba bi a ye ne power sector no di nkomo ye gusuni omo ahia ye juma enti ye wo say no na omo haw ni ade ni na wi a ye ye beba mra hye bejom ene be ya ye ba beto adi ye beba na amanfo a na te mra hye bejom ya bebubu ho na ne esi ya beboa na ye power sector na kiri afa na ntima pefa eno ho adwumanti na enne minister ne ba oni e bekata ya o ma yehu ye cost ankasa ama adwuma na ye shaha ye no etinye wo de ye cost ni engineer se ye ede buani enti ye gusu ye afam die ye be make sure say adwuma chebe dwom fi ho no so a wo bobo bi a ti edi na boa na ma o mampanin so ani ni team o so beti o so anamo ntem na boa na ma ye power sector na tinye jane ni na so afa ni ti ba prefer eno na ye say ye be ye ho jo enti egusu ye ho adwuma ti wi ye report a ifi say ye nya ye hu awo de course ni na ye report be ba be tiga o ma she be jo enti be tiga nso mi nso mo ba ti na de some so ma from die they go some bo o ma sabi o mo bypass power o mo intia power aja de ama illegal connections ni say nyoma ni nyana mo so bobo de road mo say yentimi ntwa so enkoso ta enkoso enam kan say ECG any gridco that two adjuman and a netco gridco who the answer who transmit power on the transmission emma these two entities are the power enclave come who can omumi no eboma say ECG ne gridco transmission losses on 35%. Na minia they say what for body about 1,000 cities over ton. Now we turn body 1,000 cities no. Body no about 35%. I say abroad. Body no 35%.
Honorable.
Yeah.
Sa wona wo kano enyinam kane ho so ya na ehapa ya yare sabia obi nyuma ne ade
na
me to so bisa question me to bisa question mi o se ebetumi abase o se yenya asendi bia kura ma yenyinam kane ho so se ye de nipa akoyetua ne ka boso mbeso asen akọ man ne ka ne wagina katua aka ho
enu na me able disappoint you say about 35% of so wakokra anyoma over 35% asay
yeah
we nso a ye wie efa ye wie bi we wie nso a nipa ne nso a mo beto nso be bi omo nso ntia company ne be de na konani adwuma no be de na konani sana ECG akoye enti sa transmission losses no so omo nso ne ni grid co form share ka chiro so omo nso omo from the grid co de no so
okay
it's about 4% transmission losses but international best practice no it's about 2%. They catch wrong. And also a almost infrastructure and so many years to sign home. Then to sign also a Tikaya and so many years to sign. And known that just a World Bank near the normal time, and so almost normal support to them. It's also support to them. It's a pastor who to me a year and some of more limited transmission losses. Never bad and also a back from Katra. We know any of
okay.
Me who say I see a fat sector no holistically near problem no near you politics na woman no efremu see you politics ne dia if you say you be here
ana wo kwa be aboaje ye bedo asanwumre ene obre Observe for Penny in Kenya as Sanima so across so Nashibedwani Oko Domkuma or Nashibedjuma or no and Kanya and 7 year committee on energy no or no and Eda and no any Akasano na ye call a rare Richmond Roxon or no a lawyer Nimnia or no a Kasa and answer a Kasa Matswa for share in Nam Kanya on some so. Now, Richmond, what's in coming out at your name? Bibi aboko there.
Bibi aboko.
Yeah, we there. Ufia ben we there. My question me the cannibal street ni say. Kania ho nsem no akwa koye hwinhwe kakra. Se o se moto jaframa bi ni fan wo bi ni ade se ne be ya boa na enimanimu ye kania na tumi agina so. Eno no hyehyɛ no ekɔ ne sɛn.
Mamincha with you for in Mary na and now I say for Aquenya or the Mammy say you know with you for doing what for Indian common. First issue is and the Parliamentary Select Committee on Energy is here and we share no more to suffer minister any agencies under the energy ministry.
Okay.
The minister Cohen Mubisa the state of the energy sector. Now, on my update on what the status of the energy sector is, both the petroleum and the power side is on my update. Now, the difficulty is that the energy sector is challenged. That is the reality. A cabby and a sector. Last year, December 2024, a car entered this year and acquired $3.1 billion. 3.1 billion, and also crashing if you can acquire a GYMF for a car or energy sector. As I came, we share over the years, this year in fact, last year in Fangua buying sign toy is buying spending over $1 billion on liquid fuel. Now, who's spending those kind of money on liquid fuel? Now, also in power generation related expenditure, only cover and the challenge. The sector is really challenged. The way now, what we say fuel, status of fuel, and I mean, Mr. Emma said, asset and diet, fuel oil, so that's LCU, referring light crude oil, it's only 2.5 days. Like I said, 2 days and some number of hours. Then if I say a story now, why? But the question is, provision has been made for 450,000 barrels of LCU. At the end of the day, I support the sector to make sure that you do so.
Mr. Richmond, we a lawyer, we a short term. Ba ye kwa enim na kwa se ye sakwa enim kakra wo ye gina so a buana asan abase nkanea ho hawo ne ade ene IPP so no ewo ho sanso na government de ewo ho enu achi no yate se aban peso si gas plant foforo edi kan enu mu ne sa sika ya adu ba bi a bosome na ahwere gu ni ade no enu nyoma ben no so afo no so do tutu akwan mu a yenkoti na nedum so ochina na Russian power near there no. We short term dear to a long term ni medium term no. Debe na moye.
We are very right. We say minister now. What the minister is saying is there are structural reforms as a energy sector because didn't mean senior system we TCC or senior structure.
Pacho wa ma oneso ma kakra so ne no form kakra.
Pacho what you mean ka?
Me pacho wine.
O share senior structure ni TCC na emboa. Number 1 we share tariff structure na. ECG motor electricity na. The first problem is that they cannot even recover the full amount of money they have to recover. In GFI ECG power 10,000. No the only ECG losses require 40%, which means 6,000 Ghana. Even from the start, there's a problem with ECG collection. Beyond that, so we share tariff structure na fuel income.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, no, you expect say what I don't know, it will be comprehensive. And I say, a car will be no, we found car. For example, we juma and out on the near be a found car. We are now even winner of cost. They take your profit. But this time, that is not what we are even experiencing. We are buying a consistent lot of fuel, power plants, they produce electricity. That structure has to change because if it doesn't change, let's be
lawyer, wait there. Jana, miss a question. We, top power na. And you make cool with power near Muntia. Found one near the Bay Juma. I come home. Any Oma illegal connection here, then no one panable mineka.
In fact, me now.
But say, if you are area, what to say the minister, I say agencies, ministries near the Nymphias in Triano. It be another chunk of a car, a bono, a honey freeba, and a collection, no, a honey freeba, near baby debate. If you see uncle private, if you say uncle,
important because we share losses now. Number one, it means 40% loss is outrageous. 40% loss, no, very outrageous. All over the world, no, we share industry standards now is way lower than that. When to mean 40% loss it's unacceptable. Number two is what means any deficits in collection. Just every time they are no, what you have to collect, no, when to mean that. And number three, you cannot have MMDs by institutions that are using full financial electricity. President Slama directive cabinet approved said Obia institution be MMD be abetia electricity.
Na ano na prepaid in never me anya esika. Obu on so ko no use postpaid. Na we use agum ano no timelines be na da ho. Cabinet akase anya ne sa timelines be na da ho.
Na pastor so be ba me eya no kakra.
Okay.
Na wo kanu say Obia so Obia tia electricity tariff. Now, exceptions for them near institutions that are formal critical institutions and as agencies. We share Ministry of Health, we share Ministry of Education, we share Office of the President, we share Ministry of Interior, any defense. Those are critical sectors. And no under those sectors, no. And yet, blank tickets, someone no muntia. There are specific institutions or more under them, they will not pay immediately, and then they are more prepaid. What they will do is that finance ministry will use your more budget, part of your friend goods and services, it is your mocha. At the end of the day, no, all other institutions or MMDs, you see prepaid. That is what the government has said. Cabinet are not directing it immediately that should be done. In the timelines, they say that will be immediate. In many years, ECG must take steps to make sure these institutions work under prepaid to make sure that ECG collections will improve. Another thing the cabinet said they are introducing the participation, private sector participation in the collection of revenue. Private sector ECG now OMAGG's canon. We know why we do seek a share investment in CCI or ACT. Best practice will be now seek a back, no one else fast again. It is a 1 hour concession, and there is no way you sit down to make sure say ECG. And where they will work on no multi-million.
Okay.
These are some of the measures like you also said, no, gas processing plants phase 2.
Yeah.
We share natural gas, now share a liquid fuel. The cost is almost 55% cheaper.
Okay.
Therefore, says I was spending 1 billion on natural gas on LCO liquid fuels. Natural gas we spending 550.
Okay.
That can inquire savings everything DC gas plants at the end of the year in the supply of fuel in the sector.
Rich, one bisa question me no yebrane kontina ye venture lawyer the fan we kwa 450,000 barrels no ebedi en na say ebiem edu ba bia abati say IPP so bi yiri yen na aban de bekanti me do me plant ne ade eno no so no ye be ne den na yentiti sansem na fi yenye mu hihie ibedum kanea ne sa enema no sa question bi nimpa so wi anoma me anka be me de.
Yeah, well, energy sector recovery program at the end of the day, implement a number of measures will be put in place to ensure sector no better than that. Minister committed sector at the end of the day, we a better and improved sector. In fact, what the minister has said is that we need to clean up the debt to give the sector a clean bill of health. That is what the focus is. We share the engagement over the period, Minister Share ECG and Greco and all the players. That is what the focus is, to make sure there's an improved sector for Ghanaians to enjoy affordable, effective, and then consistent supply of power. Now, the parcels of fuel, 450,000, at the end of the day, don't forget to say, natural gas or power plants. Now, also, depending on the intake, and that's the first parcel. Because we're also expecting more parcels within the period. I want to take the opportunity to ensure that the people of Ghana are buying committed at the end of the day, will be electricity to a and then now under doing so.
Nti ene edundundum ni bi bank kakra no said the wa ma assurance no na ye emfidie ni bi na ho aka ana se yemfa ne se emedu ye ne de ebenya dundundum kakra.
The question we say is we are not shedding load. We are not shedding load.
But complaints also ya dosu.
We are not shedding load. That is the first thing. The shedding load at the end of the day, and then would can any more because we are two car power and I say a two car plants and affecting this area and that is some more people. That is not what is happening. Now we recognize the outages. It has become in some areas, in say Akosho, the number of factors. Now, the minister and ECG are engaged here. At the end of the day, all those problems will be resolved. Outages, for example, Ushe areas, Libya, the areas, the transformers there, they won't be beyond what the original capacity used to be.
Okay.
Ushe 5 years ago, and as if 10 years ago, Ushe Chado, not Chado, which is just here. In the Chado area, Hong Kong, Ushe Estate, Akesia, BC, Airport Hills, Chain Homes, any Chado estates now. There is pressure on, if I say, the investment. What it is that the investment that is needed, the development moves faster than the investment. And once that happens, it may affect the transformers, you may experience power trips because you're expecting 100 people on it, but it's now 500 people. Definitely the voltage will be low. So these are some of the issues that we are having in some of the areas. Otherwise, also, in that instances, people there are inefficiencies. People are just using waste and means. Obi or illegal connection.
Okay.
Obi because of illegal connection officially in system for 10 hours, but for free using backdoor and making sure them there for 20 hours. So all these things are measures that ECG they recognize and then they are making sure they will deal with it to ensure these outages like your obsolete equipment.
Okay.
Or machines like that we need investment.
Lawyer.
That this one works. Yes.
Lawyer, my question me dey jaw na me no wi nkomo twetwe say waka cross areas ni bi wo ho a expand transformers na dada na ye no ma bi ayira containers ni ade na say ate say ho nsem na da committee na hwehwem ana asem ahwehwe ne mahu eno e kosa because say me da sumu na yakra ne omoman sika na ayira no minister ka so be hwe eno ma hwe akodro yi.
The issue of the containers, I'm sure very soon there will be an update on it. The minister stated categorically that we will find those containers. The minister referred the matter to the security agencies for investigation. That is where we are. Now,
timelines down home or referred to mom times if you are physics abre mo hwehwe na mo fa report mra.
In fact, we say ban investigations are sometimes if you are not careful, if you give specific timelines you rush them to
Bagana no so na bo se na akwakoda wonte ho asem bi we cases bi bro ho a we wonte ho asem bi.
I can assure you that the minister is following keenly and that at appropriate time there will be an update for necessary actions also to be taken.
Okay. Lawyer, anyway, you better ask pa na obre any nchechima wo dey abre e wo UTV so. Yeah, that's it. Ebuzafo pani ene twetwe nkomo yi eye Richmond Roxon mranim ono ekasa mamra oswafo hwe nyam kanea ho ensem so minister for energy renase we eye nyam kanea ho ensem se de isi ekono no oswafo hwe so no ekomra hye bedwam de se de nyoma isi eko eka ho ene ho hyehye ne ade na ene perform minu yakasa dodi kan eye honorable George Kwame Aboaje ono ye mra hye bedwam jama manfo manso asane so ene kasa so la kasaba fono so yetire nka yempa ebo ne se yebeto nyoma yie sanse nyinam kane de nyoma de ye na bebre dada abrabo manya koba ne sape na akwa ha adwen nti nkomo ya yeti yemo mpa se be koni yie na etumi agina so de amaye ahara madam ase madadwuma fo nka fo nyina security nyina madam ase na medemu asie fia pena red light to aso de menu aba abran ba yie nya no so ase bidi ade anim adonyame ya adoma ye won dachina yakramo